Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with the week ahead cards for the 5th of November until the 11th. Now, these do follow on from the cards that I put up on my Facebook page, Natalie Collins Intuitive Medium, but also I'm doing these videos so those that don't have Facebook are able to also get that guidance that they are seeking. So I have 3 cards here. These are the same cards as you will find on Facebook on my Sundays. If you join me there in my little community, and I just want you to take a moment, okay? Just take a moment, get a feel for the energy. This is card 1, or the left card, card 2, and also the middle card, card 3, and the right card. So just have a feel. You may need to close your eyes and just feel that number 1, 2, 3, but just take a moment and see what you're feeling. Now, if you want to pause the video for a few moments whilst you do so, now is a good idea because I'm about to do the reveal. So, okay, now we do have a new moon in 3 days on Wednesday the 7th, which is going to be quite powerful, and that is going to culminate in your balances within relationships. It's going to really bring that out, and if with Venus retrograde also hanging over the edge, if there are imbalances in relationships, they are going to show up in one way or another. So do be warned that this new moon may heighten any cracks that are there and only just visible. So enough about that, let's get started. So card 1, can we see that? Ooh. This is card 1, this is Wolf. And it says instinct. Now, I know that by Thursday, you're going to have to be tuning in and listening to your own intuition, that animal instinct you have inside you that tells you to do something or not do something, because in its rawest and most basic forms, we are needing to look after ourselves. Your instinct is going to become extremely important come Thursday, and there's quite a few of you out there that have sat back and allowed external forces and people to show you the way that you need to go. The only person that you have to prove that to is yourself. So do be warned that come Thursday you're going to have to be trusting your own instincts. That can manifest in many ways, but just understand that that inner voice, if something is saying it's not right, it's not. And if something is saying do it, and it's coming from within, then it doesn't let you down. Now, also when I'm looking at this card, I do need to talk about the single wolf, okay? Now, I know that quite a lot of us do like community around us. We are, quite tribal. We do like that community to just draw in close. I do feel very much as though this week it's going to be a lot more about sitting with your own energy. I do feel very much that come Wednesday and that new moon, you're going to know a lot more about yourself. And those that aren't in relationships external to them, when I talk about balancing within the relationships and the new moon, just be aware that that's also a relationship with yourself, because the first person you could ever have a relationship is with yourself. I do feel nearly a week's time, come Saturday the 10th of November, you're going to be seeing things from a different viewpoint, and this is because your instinct has kicked in. This is because you are following what it says inside of you. I do apologise. And it's almost like the veil is going to clear so that you've got a better viewpoint on how you get to the end of this year. So just be aware of that for this week ahead. If you have picked left and number 1, then be aware of needing to hone in on your intuition, your instincts. Don't be afraid to be sat in your own energy rather than needing to have people around you all the time. And just know that come Saturday, that veil that has stopped you from seeing so far outwards is going to clear quite a bit. So middle card, which is also number 2. Don't know if you can see that. I'm just trying to get the picture right. This says, winter solstice, and it's all about reflection. Now, I know that some of you will like to reflect on how things have been and how things have progressed more than others. Some of us, Molly, quit it. Some of us like to keep going without stopping to look behind us. I do feel it's important this week for those that have been drawn to that middle card to understand that this is a week of looking back and taking the information that you've learned, sometimes the hard way in life, and then placing that in situations and circumstances that are coming up. I do feel like this has to do with communication and specifically work. Now, if you don't work, as my husband said the other day, work takes many forms, hobbies, anything like that, anything where you plough your energy into, that is work. So just be aware of those situations that may be developing, but know that if you've done your work, you can sit and look back and grab the information that you need, that you've learned from a past situation, and apply it into what's coming up. Now, I do feel very much that with the new moon on the Wednesday the 7th, and feeling very drawn to the middle card, the second card, it's going to be a somewhat emotional day on Wednesday, okay? That's nothing to be scared of. That just means that you're processing. You are processing your own emotions, and for those situations and circumstances that have happened around you, I do feel like there may be some bridges that are going to be reconnected throughout this week, and that is on reflection, looking at where that relationship was or that situation was and where it is now. So don't be surprised if you feel the need to reach out to another that you have had some sort of separation from, some sort of distance. Now, this can be any kind of relationship, but I do feel very much as though it has something to do with communication, and that might be where that relationship broke down. So just be aware that this week is very much, it's okay for you to sit, it's okay for you to contemplate where you've been, because then you can see just how far you've come. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have to say that come Friday, you will feel a lot more firmer in the decisions that you've made in the past 2 weeks. They feel like they have to do with oneself, so yourself. And it feels very much as though I need to talk about being at peace with those decisions that you have made, not just for yourself, but others around you that may be involved. So that is the middle card for this week, 5th to the 11th of November. Now we have the right card, which is also number 3, depending on where you've been watching from. And this is volcano. This is all about volatility. I do feel like Monday is going to go with a bang. It's going to start with a bang this week. And don't be afraid if there are some hot heads before lunchtime on Monday. Now, I'm not sure if that is yours or if that is other people's, but I do feel very much as though tempers may flare at the beginning of this week. And that leads into the new moon on Wednesday and that communication issue, that communication error. Now, it does feel like someone hasn't done something that they're going to do or said they would do. So be aware that if you want something done, it's time to get it done yourself this week. I do feel very much that I have to say that by Thursday, new paths and boundaries are going to be set, and that has something to do with speaking quite directly at people. But this volatility also feels very much as though I need to talk about how we view ourselves and how we view those people that judge us. Now, it's easy for us to get quite hot under the collar when people seemingly judge us. We need to understand that everyone judges in one way or another. That doesn't make anyone better or worse, it's just a perception. I do feel like if there are cracks in the relationships that you're having, specifically at work, take a deep breath, then come back to that situation. And also I need to talk about needing to pull rank. This feels like I need to talk about at home pulling rank, for there will be some of you who've picked right or number 3 and who need to just pull it back together at home at the moment. Don't be afraid to let your voice be heard. So looking at the general direction of this week ahead and bearing in the new moon and also the fact that Venus is retrograde, I think, until the 11th of November, when it will then go back into forward motion. My left pickers, Wolf, instinct, use that instinct that you have inside of you and don't be afraid to stand on your own 2 feet. This is middle and second. It's okay for you to sit and relax and see where you've come from, because it's going to help you to understand where you need to go. And don't forget that you're going to feel more at peace towards the end of the week with situations and decisions that you have made in the moment and in the past 2 weeks. And finally, third, and also the right card for those that have joined me on Facebook, don't be afraid to say your piece, but also know that other people's tempers may be flaring this week as well. And sometimes there's nothing you can do about that except to choose how you choose to respond to other people's outbursts as such. Now, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your support. If you could subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate it, and hit that bell icon as well, because that will show you notifications of when I am on YouTube with new videos. I do intend fully to do the daily cards for guidance. So the card of the day that I do on Facebook will be revealed on here. Some people prefer listening to messages and advice, whereas some people prefer to sit and read the information as a text. So, you know, that's personal choice. Do find me on Facebook, Natalie Collins, Intuitive Medium. If you'd like to book a reading with me, I am an evidential medium and I work with clients worldwide. Email me on nataliecollinsmedium@outlook.com and I will get back to you with all details. And what can I say? I am so humbled by each and every one of you who have subscribed and supported me on the beginning of this amazing and incredible journey. So enjoy your week and let me know how your week unfolds. And until we meet again, ciao.